Hello everyone, welcome to the Shut Your Mouth podcast, aka SYMP Show. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but getting groovy, featuring my Kai Car front shirt. Pretty fresh. Shout out to Kai, it's my breather. I just wanted to start this episode off with a thank you to everyone who listens and likes and watches the videos and stuff. Really appreciate it. It's actually it's pretty cool actually. It comes up in conversation a lot more than I would think. Not because I'm bringing it up myself, but which I am half the time. But yeah, just thanks to everyone. I hate saying thank yous. It's lame. But yeah, thanks for all of that. And also, with that in mind, my short-term goal for this is to get 100 subscribers either on Instagram, which I think is pretty doable by the end of the year, and or YouTube as well, subscribers by the end of the year. Or maybe that one's a bit more. I'm about quarter of the way there. But to get there, I need you guys. Suggest it, share it. If you're listening to it, check it on your story, tag me. It helps. I'm pretty sure it helps anyway. But yeah, be supportive. And listen and watch. That's actually probably the most important. Only share it if you actually listen to it and you enjoy it. Otherwise, just share it. Just be a GC. If you're listening to it now, then you probably listen to all of them. So just share it. But yeah, as you can tell this week, it's just a catch-up episode. What? No guest? What? There's a couple reasons for that. One is I actually planned to do this originally after I did that first one with my special guest, but I actually kind of enjoyed the mental exercise of just trying to yarn by myself this whole time. It's good practice for when I actually have someone here who's like, and it's, yeah, who I have to kind of lead the conversations with. Like sometimes I forget I'm a host because it's like the breathers the whole time, which is, yeah, it's kind of hard and it goes off track. So I'm trying to, this is sparring for me. It's like verbal sparring. So yeah, I hope you guys like this one. It's a bit more intimate as well, and it gets like, I'm trying to use it as an excuse to connect with people who listen, and hopefully that builds an audience as well. As you guys probably saw, if you ask the question and you're listening, then you know in this episode I have some Q&A questions, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, some questions from the gram. I got 7 or 8, and then some other stuff, which I'll get to later. But yeah, before we get to the Q&A, I will get to that. I thought I would just do a weekend chat catch-up, because that's what I did last time. But yeah, the last one was successful, I think. I can pull up the numbers because I got my laptop here. Fun fact, I'm actually getting rid of this laptop, and this will be, next week's episode will be the last podcast ever recorded with this laptop. And this laptop made the very first one, so it's kind of sad to part ways with it. Kind of sad. I'm actually just pulling up the stats for my also look at this backdrop. It's my YouTube channel. What a coincidence. Subscribe. If you're listening, then go to Jason Panapa on YouTube and you'll find me. Let me see what the numbers are for. They're actually pretty on par with other listens on Spotify or on any audio listening thing, which is 12 listeners, which in my head sounds dumb, but I've been talking to some breathers and they're like, bro, just stick with it, like the numbers will get there eventually, which is shit because I'm impatient sometimes and I just want the numbers to pop off. Also, I need a young Jamie, like Joe Rogan has a young Jamie. I'm just got my own young Jace. It's not as on. It's pretty cool though. How do I check on YouTube? Your videos. But yeah, also my last one like this, I cucked today and the video cut out. So I'm keeping an eye on the video this week to make sure it's all good. I can see it. You should see my setup, but you can't, so Oh, 28 views on YouTube. That's pretty decent actually. That's like every single subscriber I have. Yeah, I have 25 subscribers. Cheer, boys. I won't pick up the average watch time because I know it'll drop after like 10 minutes when my video cut out. But anyway, back on topic. What was I gonna get onto? Weekend chat. Pretty hectic weekend actually. On Friday, straight after work, I told the bro Rez I'd help him move because he was moving to a different flat on Queen Street where he lives. Excuse me. And I thought it was gonna be a couple trips up and down, take his big furniture up to the new place. Holy shit, that took way longer than I thought. Because town is like, the roads are so stupidly organized, or there's construction or whatever going on, or like a bus breaks down or a car breaks down, which both of those things happened on Friday. So instead of like just being able to turn around or do a round around the block, you have to go like all the way down Shortland Street, and then you got to come all the way back up Queen Street just to get to Victoria Street, and then trying not to do a U-E because all the traffic's there, and then I want to do a U-E, and then I go to do it, and then there's cars, so I can't do it, so then I have to go all the way around again, and then I got to go back up Queen Street. It was just hectic. Like in the first hour I was there, I think we only did 2 rounds because it took me so long to get, and there's probably like less than a kilometre away. Like literally in the first hour we only did 2 trips because it took me so long to get up and back down, and then back up and then back down. But we kind of sorted the system by the end of it. But yeah, it was pretty good to stay busy on a Friday instead of just drinking. And then straight after that I went home and I got a box and I started drinking. Had was out drinking with her friends, so I just texted the boys and said, what are you up to? But and then Shelton said he'll come pick me up. So I just had some drinks at home by myself while I waited for him, which was kind of sad because I thought his parents were asleep, and then I went out and they were sitting out on the deck. So, but it was only like 5 minutes and I only had 2 drinks. Something like that, I don't know. But yeah, then we went out on Friday. Hads came up and met with us. She was pretty wasted. Anything interesting happened on Friday? Oh, I had some Pokemon cards in my pocket because Shelton got me some from JB Hi-Fi. And then I didn't want to leave them there because I knew I'd forget them. So I put them in my pocket. I gave this guy, a random guy, a fairy energy, and he looked after it with his life, which is pretty nice of him to do. Yeah, nothing really, just classic, got drunk. Shelton was DJing, and then Rez was DJing at 2:45, which was so late. We saw him as we were leaving. He got there at like 10:30, 2:30 I think. And then Saturday day, I was pretty dusty because we got home like not that late, like 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, it was pretty fun, and then we slept all day. I think me and Hads did some errands. I can't actually remember. Must have been still drunk or something, but yeah. I'm pretty sure we did some errands, and then me and Hads had some drinks at home by ourselves, and then Angela came over for a drink, and then Rez and Pinky came over as well. So that was all good, and then we all went to Saf for Halloween. Oh, and Raven came over as well. Yeah, Raven came over after all of them. So we had a nice little squad ready to hit the town, and oh my lord, was it packed with like all these crazy motherfuckers dressed. Costumes scare me, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's like a psychopath's one night that they get to dress how they actually dress. Like, we were talking to this cop on Saturday asking why there were so many cops, and he said it's because they got to be careful of like the people with knives, because they could be having like a prop knife but it's actually a real one, and just like stuff like that. And as we're having this conversation with this cop, this dude who's dressed as like the Joker comes up to us and he's like, like he wants to join our conversation. And I looked at him, I was like, bro, stay away, because I don't trust you. Like, I was gonna like not punch him, but like I just didn't trust him. You know, make sure he didn't have a gun or something. Just freaky, bro. I don't want to be around that. You know, it's not on at all. But yeah, just had another big night. Halloween was pretty funny. There's heaps of costumes. Angela had a pretty good costume. Rez had a pretty good costume. I had a pretty good costume. Actually, I'll pull it out. This is pretty much the gist of it. My championship belt. It's worth quite a bit of money. This episode will literally get heaps of views just because of this bell. I'm gonna clip this, put this at the start. This will be the hook. Maybe I'll just do the rest of the episode with this on my shoulder. Heads might pop in at any moment. I don't know. What's the time? 9:45? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Probably. This will be a short episode as well, by the way. But yeah, so that was my weekend. Sunday was pretty chill. Heads was at work. I watched some TV, watched some shows, boring stuff. Cleaned the house, yeah. You know, as you do. But yeah, that was my weekend. Not that anyone cares. But if you're with me, we had fun, didn't we? We had fun. Okay, now let's get into the actual serious stuff that I wanted to talk about this week. / wanted to do. First one, the Instagram Q&A. I put on my story. If you don't follow me on Instagram. SYMP_SZN. Simp season. You already know what it is. Okay, this belt is way too loud. I can hear it in the mic, which means you guys can hear it too. I'll put it off to the side. You can kind of see it. I can't put it up there because it'll fall down. But yeah, just so you know, one last time. I'm the champ, baby. I'm the champ, baby. But ASMR for you. ASMR with the belt. If you're listening, you can't see it. I made a championship drink dog belt. And that was my costume for Halloween. But yeah, anyway, if you don't follow the Instagram, follow the Instagram. Sorry, I'm going way off tangents, but because I often put up polls and stuff of like what you want to listen to, or who do you want on the show, stuff like that. And I get a couple messages, but mostly just from my mates being being dickheads. But yeah, so I'll just go through some of these. There's a mixture of serious ones and then a mixture of not that serious ones. I'll do this one first. Kano, shout out to Kano. He's actually a good fan. Actually, he listens to all of them. I'm pretty sure. We need Oni on the podcast. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. I don't even think he could sit down that. Actually, he can sit down that long and talk, but not on camera. Probably not. He'd go all weird. I think so. Anyway. Also, I got nothing to talk to him about. Just how he always used to tell me off as a kid. Just they'll bring up past memories that I don't want to think about. Next question, Shaltex. He gave 2 questions actually. Why are you a homo? I don't know, Shelton. That's like a question you need to answer within yourself. That obviously you're perpetuating your own insecurities onto me. So I think that's something you need to look into. Maybe deal with that and come to your own conclusions. You know. Yeah. So that's my advice for you, Shelton. I hope you really take that on board. You know. So yeah, that's what I'd say to you, Shelton. That's my answer to that question. Hope you're doing well, mate. And then Shelton's other question is, why you think you are a drink dog? I don't think. I've got the belt. For those who are listening and can't see it, that's the sound of me tapping the belt. The champ is here. The champ is here. So, Shelton, I don't think I'm drink dog. I am. It's like Israel doesn't think he's the champ. He is the champ. I've literally got the proof right here. Stupid question. And now one from TK from high school. Shout out to TK. Thanks for the question, brother. Thanks for the question. Dead set curious as to what your inspiration is, my bro. Keep on keeping on. 100 emoji. That's a good question. It's the only serious one on here, pretty much, except for the Oni one. But I don't know what my inspiration is. Definitely the bro Finn from LNAV. Good inspiration. Keeps me in check, because every time he puts an episode up, I'm like, oh, I have to do one as well. Every time he puts content up, I'm like, oh, I gotta put some content out, like reels or posts or whatever. Yeah, so that's, I don't know if that's inspiration, that's like motivating factors, but yeah, I guess it's the same thing. I don't know. My goals are to hopefully not necessarily make money off this, but I actually quite like the like this like community kind of thing. Oh, that sounds lame, but you know what I mean, like interacting with people. Like, cause you know how if you follow someone who's like famous, and if you message them, and then they replied to you, you'd be like, oh, yo, so and so replied to me. That's so cool. That'd be like what I would do for the people, because I'm so generous. I don't know, that sounded better in my head, but now it's just, I just sound like I bloody love myself and I rate myself, which I do. But that's a whole nother box of frogs. But shot for the question, TK. I didn't really answer it. Don't really know how to answer it. But maybe in 5 more episodes when I do another one, we'll come back to that. Tor. Oh, that's not actually a question. Tor said he is the community, which he is. He does ask a lot of questions actually on what's wrong with my voice? He does ask a lot of questions on the gram and what's the word? I don't know. Contributes a lot of input. So currently I would say actually Tor's the number 1 fan, Kano number 2, me number 3. There we go, top 3. But yeah, Tor is the community. He is the whole SYMP community. He's the biggest SYMP out of all my listeners. Tor, I'm going to get a trophy made for you. Oh. Hadley's just arrived. I called it.
Podcast.
Yeah, I actually called it. I said Hadley will be home really soon. Do you want to join?
No, I'm okay.
Do you want to join?
And say what?
Well, I'm actually just answering some questions from Instagram.
From Instagram?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've already...
What is the setup you have here?
It's pretty nice, eh? It's pretty nice. I'm actually going to take a photo of your phone so you can see it. So I can put it on my Instagram as some more bonus content. You either have to join or get out. Like, I can't have you sit there while I'm doing this.
How long have you got left?
I've got a couple more topics I want to talk about.
Okay, I'll leave it to it.
Are you going to leave? Okay, well, come in the camera and just say hi.
Which camera is it? Is it the bottom one?
No, that's just so I can see if the phone's still recording.
Uh-huh.
Should we get Hadley on the podcast?
If only you were live.
Why?
Because then you get an instant answer.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay. I'll be done in like 10. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I think I was answering Tor's question. Oh, yeah, I didn't get to it yet. He said he's the community, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sorry about that. Bloody missus always interrupting things. Tor's next question was, what would you go to Armageddon as? I'm assuming he means cosplaying. If I did it, I'd have to do it properly. And... I don't know. I'd either be like a sick ass Star Wars character, like a Boba Fett or Mandalorian, or like an anime character, like a not Tetsuo, Kaneda from what's it called? Akira. That'd be pretty sick. Kaneda, or who's another character? Oh, Sasuke. Actually, I just saw a picture of Max Holloway, that former featherweight champion of the UFC, dressed up as Sasuke. It looked pretty sick, to be honest. I thought that would look dumb on if someone wore it, but he actually pulled it off, and it actually looked all good, and I could do that too. Like that. Maybe I should do that next year for Halloween. That's pretty sick, actually. Yeah, maybe I will do that. I'd put that in my notes somewhere. Right here. I'll just set a reminder for this 1 year later. But yeah, so either like Kaneda, Sasuke. Who else did I say? Kaneda, Sasuke. Oh yeah, or the Mandalorian. Actually, I'd pick Boba Fett over Mandalorian because I like it how his suit's all worn out. Mando's still like pretty fresh. But yeah, and then the last question I got is, will you be doing? This is from Kodak Ballsack, aka Kodak Mac 40 Skins. aka Daymac, aka Damon Sapphire's worst DJ. Will you be doing No Nut November and your thoughts on the health benefits? No, I will not be, but I know that you will be. Actually, no, you won't be. You can't stop touching your bloody balls. So you do, eh? I hope you listen to this so you can hear that. If you're listening to this or watching it, tag Damon, spam him. His name's Kodak Mac 47 on Instagram. Tag him, spam him in the comments. Tell him to watch it just so he can get roasted. Asshole. He's definitely trying to do No Nut November, but he can't keep it in his... He can't not touch his balls. So he does every 5 seconds. So his name's Kodak Ballsack. Alright. Thanks to everyone who follows me on Instagram as well. That was quite fun. Little Q&A. I wish I had a bit more depth to the questions. You know, like a couple people ruined it for the rest. Damon. Sorry, just sore throat. But yeah, if you're listening, ask questions, man. Flick them in. Flick them in. Flick them in. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. But yeah. Flick them in. If you don't follow SYMP Season, SYMP_SZN or Jason Panapa on YouTube. Got it back here in the background for the #1 best content in North Shore, Beach Haven area. Potentially Mount Albert, Point Chev as well. I'm taking over. It's SYMP Season, baby. But yeah, get it going into that anyway. I don't know what I'm doing with my arms this episode. Maybe it's like an awkward coping mechanism for me. I don't know. Because this is still pretty weird to talk on camera. I mean, I obviously... I don't know. This is what I do when I'm nervous. It gets me fired up. Makes me feel all good. Alright, yeah, so... Yeah, speaking of like the follow the YouTube channel and stuff, I want to start doing like YouTube videos, but not quite vlogs. I think vlogs are a bit like kind of lame, and I also I want to kind of do like cool fun/funny videos, kind of like Mr. Beast's old stuff. I like his old videos, like just random stuff. Like obviously I can't do stuff like his new video. If you haven't watched a Mr. Beast video, go check it out. It's pretty busy. Probably one of my favourite YouTubers at the moment. I only just started getting into him like this year. I always thought he was kind of lame before, but he's actually pretty on. He's pretty on. But yeah, I used to think he was lame, but his old videos are good. But I don't know what I'm up to. Who told me to start my own podcast? I don't know. Like, look at me. What am I up to? But yeah, with that topic in mind, I put some feelers out there on the gram, and I said I might start making some YouTube videos. What kind of stuff should I do / would you guys want to see? And I got some very interesting replies. Angela said I should do a podcast. Dry. Ropene, aka Middle Ground NZ, aka episode 2 guest, aka Middle Ground Collectibles now, which feeds into the next topic, but we'll get there when we get there. He said I should do some pack openings, which if you don't know, you don't know. But if you want to know, stick around, because I'll tell you that soon, because that's the next topic I'm going to talk about. The bro, Lil Timmy, he wants to get on the potty soon. We'll suss it out, bro. We'll suss it out, get you on the potty. I used to get intermediate with him. The bro, Josh, he said I should do some reactions, which I'm assuming he means like YouTube, like music video reactions, which is like could be pretty crack up. Maybe I'll do that with one of the boys or something, because me and Rez actually used to always joke about those. Maybe I'll do one of them. It'll be pretty crack up. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Send me a song that I should react to that I probably haven't seen. And then my sister Ariana said I should do a day in my life, which I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. When I do the next episode of SYMP Season with next week's guest, who, spoiler alert, No, actually, you gotta wait till the end to find out who that is. And then the last one that got suggested to me from Grace. Shout out to Grace Deloria. I went to intermediate with her. She goes out with one of my good friends, Peter. She said I should do mukbang videos, which I had no idea what that was until today. I was like, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like some kind of porn thing or something. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Why would you say that? And then I Googled it, and it's like, I could have done that tonight, actually. I should have done that. Damn it. I didn't think about that. But it's pretty much, well, from what I get, the gist of it is it's like a mixture. So it's just someone who eats while on camera and talks. So it's like, I feel like it's a mixture of three things: ASMR, podcast, and just eating food. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments or comment on my latest post or whatever. Yeah, so I had to search that up to find out what that was, and it was, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll do that with Finn when I do a spoiled next week's guest. I can't believe I just kicked. Okay, well, cat's out of the bag. Finn Barnett is next week's guest on the potty. I can't believe I just cocked it like that. I wanted to build it up on the gram. I mean, he already shared it anyway, but some people listen and don't follow, you know. They wouldn't have known. But, okay. Well, if you listen this far, that's your treat. Okay, shit. It's been nearly half an hour. Okay, well, this is taking... Oh, I obviously like the sound of my own voice because I'm able to talk this whole time and time actually flew. Wow. Okay, yeah, but next week's guest is Finn Barnett. He was the guest on episode 1. So this will be interesting to see if I've gotten better, if I've gotten worse, if I'm still the same as a podcast host. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, the NZ Gary V is back, baby. Lash goal. Oh, this is like a good promo for next week's episode. Oh yeah, and while I'm on that topic, if you have any questions for him, send them through to me in a DM, Facebook message, or if you have my number, text me, whatever. But yeah, send in some questions for him, because I want to get some good shit going for the quick fire questions. All right. And what else was I going to say? I was going to have a yarn about some Pokemon card stuff, but I think we'll leave it there. Yeah, because I'll definitely talk to Finn about that stuff. So, you know what? Nah, yeah, I'll save that stuff. I'll save that for next week's ep. So I'll leave you on a high note. Oh, this is a pretty sick shirt, eh? But yeah, if you're not watching and you're listening, just go to the video just to see the shirt. Yeah, this can be my thumbnail actually. I don't know if that's gonna. If you're watching this. All right. Okie dokie. Outro time. Don't forget to follow on the gram, subscribe on YouTube, and even if you don't even... Actually, no, that's not what I'm saying. If you follow on the gram, don't just be like a silent follower. Like, engage, you know. I'm trying to create a community where everyone can just have a yarn. I might even make a Facebook page where we can just like, I don't know, have chats or something. I don't know. Also, I'm doing a competition this week. Make the best meme. If you can make the funniest meme about this episode with just me, I'll give you some Bangkok stickers from Paul, episode 3. I got some spares that he gave me. Maybe some middle ground stickers if Rock can sponsor this episode. I don't think he has any, but yeah. Meme me. Okay. Thanks guys. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, like, comment, all that good stuff. Follow, subscribe. And don't forget, it's SYMP season, baby.